Hello friends, welcome or welcome back. My name is Candace and I am the owner of the Paperless Plannery, and I do a lot of videos here on YouTube using Noteful. I have some with Good Notes content, and I do a lot of teaching. And today I actually think I just want to make some spreads because I'm a firm believer that to learn something, you have to, of course, know what you're doing and then also like practice. So I'm just going to make a few spreads today. I could probably walk you through what I'm using, what I'm doing as I do that, but I just want you to watch me sort of navigate the system. So if that sounds interesting to you, please stay tuned. Okay, for starters, I am working the Noteful app today, and I am currently in a split screen. So these are both Noteful that I have open here. And as you can see, this will be the Noteful that I use to actually make the spread. I'm just going to add to this existing notebook that I started in my TikTok live the other day. And then the other Noteful that I have open, I'm going to use to grab paper, stickers, and just use it as like pretty much a big sticker book. So in my live, and when I say live, I mean live on TikTok, the other day we started I just wanted to play around with some stuff. There was no like rhyme or reason. I don't know if I'm going to sell these in my shop or if I'm going to use them. I will probably use them, but we did a daily for October, and then I did a portrait weekly for December. So I think what I want to do is maybe do some more October stuff. So this I will be using on Halloween. So maybe I will make an accompanying weekly spread that is Halloween themed. So I'm gonna go over, I keep things pretty organized. I'm sure that I could do a better job of organization, but this sort of works for me now. I have a few different fall packs. The first one I'm gonna look at is called Fall in Color. This is a portrait pack. And I wanna look at this one because I think I wanna use some like candy corn stuff. I don't want to make anything too scary. So let me just look and see. Oh, but then I see something like this. I'm like, wait a minute, you gotta use something like that. That would be a fun one to use for a weekly. Maybe I'll do a daily for next week with that one. That one, of course, would be fun. We have some cute options here, but I think in the grade, okay. I have options. Let's start with this one. So if you watched my last video, I talked a lot about using this 4 squares in order to copy and paste. I guess the one downfall of not doing this on live is that I sort of have to make all the decisions. So I do think I want to do some candy corn stuff. So I'm going to copy it. Again, you see the blue squares around it. So I'm going to copy it, 1 page copied. I'm going to come on this side and go to my 4 square here. And of course, when I paste it, it's going to be right after that one. So we're going to paste it and open it. And then I keep talking about candy corn, candy corn, candy corn. So I have a pack. It is called Candy Corn Cutie. To get to that pack, I am going to go to my Halloween section. And here she is right here. And this is pretty much Candy Corn Cutie. I thought that would be really cute for this time of year, whether you're into the scary stuff or not. So we have a few different options in this. I love these, okay? I'm also a fan of these, like those. Let's see, we have 5 of these. So I could technically, use these. So let me do this. Let me make sure that, yep, my shapes and images are on. I'm gonna lasso these 5 and drag and drop, okay? So I think that's how I'm gonna start this. I have 5. Now, next weekend starts November 1st. Halloween is next Friday. So, I don't know. I have no idea where I was going with that. I think I was just saying that, oh, I know exactly where I was going. So I put up my Christmas tree on November 1st. So I don't want anything like overly spooky into the weekend. So I'm not even going to do like a full weekend. And if I decided that I needed a full weekend later, I can always go back and make one. For now, I'm trying to figure out my placement. I feel like placement makes the difference. Now it's taking everything that I have, and this is why we're making this, because this is like how I plan. I love to use, let me show you the shapes that I love to use. So I'll go to Planning Basics, and then I will go to Widgets, and then this is my fall widget pack. My favorite widgets, shapes, whatever you call them, to use are these ones. I love these ones. So it's taking everything I have to not use those and to actually use something that looks a little different. And let me show you why. I like to use these type of widgets. This is in the Color Widgets Bright Leaves. I make this exact pack for every season, and then I just change the colors for whatever the specific colors of that season are. So the way I like to use these is I like to turn them on their side like this and make them big and put them on one side and then flip it, like duplicate it and flip it and put it on another side. Except for these colors are not really given Halloween. Let's see what we can do, folks. Let's see. I wonder if this is like stressful or therapeutic to you as a person watching this, because I love to watch people plan and I feel like it would be like not stressful. Oh my God, there's something in here. Let me take care of that. Hold on. Okay, that was going to aggravate the crap out of me, so I had to do that. Okay, so this is giving candy corn. I think this will look good with the pack. Of course, if I got them all shaped the same way. I don't think it looks good with the paper, so I might revisit the paper option if I seriously want to use this. It's got to be something spooky, right? Like it's Halloween week. Let's try this paper out. That's kind of cute. Okay, so I think we found what we needed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this page, the entire page with the stickers and all on it. And I'm going to take this page and copy it. There it is. I'm going to copy it and then I'm going to paste it here. Okay, then I'm going to go back to it and I'm going to delete these, because like I said in the last video, I think I like to keep my templates clean. So, all right, I'm going to do this. We're going to make this work. And I still probably can use some of those fun elements. But what I like to do, I still want to make sure this one is a good one. Okay, what I like to do is I like to size them. So I'm going to resize them, pull from the corner here. And I like to back them up right on the edge. Then I duplicate the whole thing. I take this little toggle here and do it at a 90-degree angle. And then I put them on the other side. If I really wanted to make sure things were right, I could, I guess, use my ruler, but it doesn't have to be that precise, okay? I like where we're heading with this. So now what I'm actually going to do is go back. And I know a minute ago I said I didn't want anything too spooky for the weekend, but all of this won't be weekend. So I'm going to put this here. Do I like that there? I could do that. I could move these here. No, I wanted those over there on purpose, so let's move that back. We'll wait on our to-do list. But for now, let's go ahead and label our days. I definitely could have just used those, but I wanted to use something a little more. Let's spread these out just a little. And you'll see why in a minute. Now, I don't mind the symmetry of having this color in the middle, but of course, if that's like something that would bother you or you feel that would bother you, then you can always switch that around. I'm going to use these. Yeah, I'm going to use these. And I'm going to bring them all over together, and then I'm going to size them all together. And I'm going to, whoops, hit the back button. If you ever do something like that in Noteful, you're able to hit the back button. And it doesn't matter if you go out of the notebook, you can come back into the notebook, hit the back button, and it will undo. And then I think there's a way that you can do like a, I don't want to say a forward button, but you can do that too. Now, the problem that I'm going to run into is that these are not turned the same way. So I may be about to break my own rule, actually. I think I'm going to, this paper is making it so hard for me to see. Okay, I am going to, I could just do them like this. I think it'll still be cute. It's not exactly the way that I had envisioned doing this, but I think it'll still be really cute. So I'm going to take these two colors and I'm going to put them there. And now that I'm doing that differently, we can make that a little closer, make that just a little closer. Okay. I like that. Okay. So we're getting somewhere. So now I do need something for my weekend. I thought I had a weekend thing in here. So my options can be open. I can use one of these for the weekend, which that sounds sort of cute and sort of fun. So let's do that. This one is adorable. It has like a little, the ghost trend that everyone was doing last year. It has a little ghost there. So I will put that there, and I'm going to make it just a little bit bigger because it's going to be our like weekend list. Okay. And then I'm going to put something else for a to-do list here. Maybe this little plate of cookies will be a cute to-do list. Okay. Now we always have the option, especially since we're doing this way, to make these a little bigger. You see how I didn't pick up my Monday by accident? So I can go back, pick everything up with a lasso and make it just a little bit bigger. I think I want to do that and then make these a little smaller. I'm telling you, learning the systems is literally just trial and error. Just literally playing around with it, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work, what you like, what you don't like. And right now I'm not liking these long ones. I just don't. We'll get to that in a second. Sometimes I feel like if the weekend one would be cute. Okay. Okay, bear with me. This first one's a little rough, but that's how you know it's gonna be good. No, I like that like that. This would be easier as a landscape, but I don't want to do a landscape. I want to do a portrait. If this were a landscape and I had more room to play with, and this is like my petition for people to even consider a landscape. If this were a landscape and I had more room, I could do this on this side. I would then change this pattern completely by like either just taking a shape and using a solid color shape or using another type of digital paper. And then I would put the weekend part of it in landscape, and I'd use this like weekend thing right here. Let me move that so that you can see that sticker right there. I would use it. But since this is portrait and I don't have a lot of playing room here, I sort of have to stick with, you know, what I have. Okay. So, let's do this. All right. I think I want to use this one. I'll pull a little closer, and then I'm going to duplicate it and put it once more. Usually on the weekends, I just have like these are the like top 3 things that I need to do. This is one sticker. I forgot. I thought these were individual stickers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to crop this. And then I'm going to duplicate it. The Saturday does sort of get lost. So let me change this one. I like to sort of make them as close to the same size as possible. All right, so now I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to cut, crop, I guess. Crop out the Saturday. And sort of put it here. So that gives me my Saturday label and like a little top 3. Usually on the weekend, I don't need a full plan. I just have maybe a few errands to run, some house stuff to get done, and that's really all I need. And then I'll do the Sunday the same way. And I think this works pretty well because, as we've discussed, this will be November 1st, okay? Which brings me to my next thing, date dots. Let's put in some date dots. So I'm going to stick with this candy corn stuff and pull over candy corn date dots. So I'm going to make this bigger so I can get everything in. So next Monday should be the 27th. Friday is the 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th. I may not know like what day is what, but I always know what Friday is. I always know what day of the week Friday is. Okay. I'm going to bring those in there. I'm going to put this one over here. And then I'm going to bring in the 1st and the 2nd. Like this. And then I can resize them all together and get them the size that I want. So I think it would be cute to just sort of have them maybe under the day like that. So I'm gonna do that. I can make this a little smaller now so that I can make this bigger. I don't care to do it this way, but this is the best way. When they took away our traditional split screen with the new iOS update, this is the best way that I find. Whoops, I went too far. This is the best way that I find to split the screen. Why is that one not? That's weird. That one wasn't moving. Do I have something else? Let's see if it'll copy and paste. Copy, paste. Okay, that was odd. I don't know what that was about. I'm gonna delete this. I have no idea why it's doing that now. I'm probably like, I probably have something. Let's see. Do I have something? Yeah, I think I had something on the other page checked, so it was getting confused. No, it's not. I have no idea what's happening, but I'm just gonna pivot. Whoops. I wonder if it had something to do with the way I copied them over. I don't know. But like, you know, the creature of habit, I'm going to try it, and of course it's not going to work. Is it because of where they are? I'm sure it's something like extremely obvious and everybody watching this is like screaming at me like about what it is. And I'm just like, no, I have no idea what's happening. Copy. This is actually annoying though. I can't tell you that. Like, just let me use my copy paste. I mean, just let me use my lasso. And I didn't turn the lasso off, but I can definitely check. The lasso was on. I have no idea. Let's try one of the ones that wasn't working. It's just something about them being in that area. I don't know. That is so weird. Something about those ones being in that area. Very odd. Okay, let me just clean this up just a little bit. Okay. Now I want to do my month, but I would like some washi tape. And I don't think I've made any spooky washi tape, but I can show you how you can always make a piece of washi tape. So I'm going to go back to digital paper and I'm going to go, there's something inside of me that's like, try leopard print. And I don't know why. I think I put leopard print on everything though. Something is like, try this leopard print, see if it'll work. So what I'm going to do to make my own washi tape is I'm going to choose, and I might not use this one, but we'll see. I'm going to choose whatever digital paper I want. I'm going to put my lasso in the square or rectangle, and then I'm just going to make my own piece of washi. So you hopefully can see the little blue dots that are sort of dancing around there. You hit take screenshot. That's what it would look like. And then you go to add. It adds it right on top of where it was. So now what I will do is hit copy, go to my other screen and hit paste. Okay. I think this would look cute, but I just realized why I can't use it. Let's see, I'm going to arrange and send that to the back. That would be so cute. I mean, that's my kind of like version of cute. The reason that I don't think I'm going to be able to use this is because the entire reason that I wanted to use it was so that I could put my October, my like black spooky October on, and I don't like that. It's not seaming upright. Let's see. I just want to try to make it seam a little better. It's not horrible, but I don't like it. I could just stretch this one out, I think. Let's see. I don't think it'll distort it too bad. Yeah, that's not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. So I'm going to go to the clean months. As you can see, I had already been looking it up. I wanted to use the black October, but I don't know. I don't know how good that will look now. The brown October might be nice. Let me go back to my regular lasso. Or I can do like I did with my weekly for this week. Oh my gosh, I try to post my weeklies when I'm done with them on TikTok. And I tried this week. And I guess because I've been talking about YouTube, TikTok like shadow banned me or whatever you call it. And yeah, no one could see it. So I just deleted it. Let's go here. I'm going to move this. I'm going to go to this one and arrange it and bring it to the front. Okay. And then I'm going to click back on this one. Now I have that's sort of cute, right? You see how it makes like a little shadow. Oh my God, it's been 25 minutes. I've done one spread. I have got to get my stuff together. Okay. Let's add a to-do list. I keep going back to that little ghost figure friend. I like a messy look too. We're going to use this as our to-do list. And I've put this thing on here. This might be the third time now. I'm going to arrange, send this to the back. I promise you I'll do the next one much, much faster. I want to pick up these things and kind of move them there. Okay. And now I want to go to my Fierce and Functional. And this should help tie in the animal print. Fierce and Functional. And just so you know, here's a sneak peek if you follow me anywhere. I am currently working on a festive and functional. So for the holidays, I think that will be very fun. We have the weekend, day off. We have that to do, but I don't really like it. So I feel like this week is the same. It gives the same vibe as a to-do, right? So this week. And then lastly, I'm going to type in the word fall. And I have a fall, is it called fall? Yeah, fall/winter bullet point pack. I'm gonna throw some bullet points on here in case I need them. Those are all the festive ones. That looks a little festive. We can use this one. Okay. And there's the spread. There's our spread for next week. All right, I want to do a daily, and I want to do it in landscape, and I'm going to do it much, much faster because I don't want this to be like too long of a video. But I think I'm going to start coming on here like this every now and again and doing some different stuff. So I want to do a daily, and I want to use a paper that is not out of my shop yet, but it could be soon. I just have to decide. So let me do this so that you can see it. This is a landscape mood board paper pack, and it just has all kinds of like moody type, I don't know, it almost looks like smoke type papers and like every color imaginable. And then you have some of this that's more like grainy. I want to use this. I want to do a daily. And I want to use this paper that's like a black one. That will look cute. I sort of like this one. And I want to stick with like a fall spooky type feel. I have just a pack for this daily. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to, where's it at? There it is, number 40. I'm going to make sure that that blue line is there. I'm going to copy it, pull it over, paste it right here. Okay. So I have this series of stickers that I started, and it's called Gooseberry Lane. And I started that one earlier in the summer. And I did make a Halloween Gooseberry Lane sticker pack. So I want to use that one. It's called Nightmare on Gooseberry Lane. And it's a pack for if you want to be spooky, but not like too scary spooky. So I think this landscape mood paper with these colors would be really, really cute. Okay. So let's use that one. Yeah, this is going to be fun. I'm excited for this. I love landscape. I've been using landscape now for a good minute, a good little while, and it is one of my favorite ways to plan. I also like to use these photo widgets for my like to-dos and stuff. So I'm going to use those. Or in this case, these would also be really cute. I think these two colors, if I wanted to do like morning, afternoon, and evening, those two colors and the white would be good. It's like the white, yeah, it's all the same size. So I can do something like that, or this one has some cute deco in it too. Or I can do just like Post-it notes for my daily and just make it really deco heavy. I want to be quick with this one because I took so much time with the last one. So I'm going to just sort of make it happen. Okay. I'm going to do AM and PM. Let me go in and what is this thing called? I was looking for this pack last night. Routine must-haves. Okay, so we have some pretty cute AM and PMs, specifically these. I feel like those will look really pretty with the pack. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fire. Okay. AM and PM. Am I still in the frame? Sorry, I have to make sure I'm not looking. Okay, that's probably all I'm going to need from that pack. So I can close that out. I can probably close that out. I might need those. I can probably close that out. I have other options. Okay, so I have AM and PM on here. Can do something like that to take up some space if I felt like I needed to, but I don't know if I necessarily need to. I do want to use this, so this one I said was a daily for Friday. This is the weekly. Let's call this a daily for Monday. So I'm going to pull over these balloons that say Monday and sort of make them kind of askew like this on here. I think that's very cute. I'm going to bring in this October with the witch's hat. Do we like that? I'm not really the biggest fan of that, so I might take that out. And I know it doesn't seem like I'm doing it, but you can, and I do often mix and match things. Like everything doesn't have to come from one pack. It can come from multiple packs. I'm going to crop the bottom half of this off like this. Done. Just so that that'll sit sort of flat there. I think that's so cute. Okay. These, there we go, like that. I'm going to go to another Halloween pack. I can just go here. It's called Cauldrons and Candy. It's one of my favorite Halloween packs that I made this year. Look, there's washi tape. I did have washi tape. It's okay. It's no biggie. And I am going to grab a piece of candy. So Monday's the 27th. This candy is perfect. It looks like a little bow. Now that is something that I do notice sometimes when I bring in stuff. If the sizing is small like that, when I go to resize, it gets all wonky. So I'm just going to resize it like this. And then I'm going to make that the size that I want it. Okay. There are some Octobers in here that may look really cute. I think I might use this October and put it down here. I might use this Today's Plan and sort of put it in the sky. It's like it's a part of this scene that I'm building over here. And then I'm going to go to my clean scripts and I'm going to find the Fall Frenzy, because in this pack I have just some like fall words. So like Trick or Treat, Witch Please, Creep It Real, Monster Mash, Hocus Pocus, Fright Night, Hey Pumpkin, Basic Witch, Yissy. I think Hey Pumpkin would be cute on this one. This is so much fun for me. And I don't know why it took me, you know, a while to like determine that this is how I wanted to sort of teach on here, is just to literally sit down and do it. Um, this little guy, he could be cute. I go deco heavy some days. Like I have my days, right? We have that stuff, but like I want to play. So he could be cute, but he sort of doesn't have a purpose. And I feel like he's just sort of floating around. So maybe not him after all. Maybe a actual to-do list would be good. So I'll go back to this. You know what I could do? Okay, I'll send that to the back. And bring this over. Okay, I have my October there. I think that looks pretty good. And then I want to make this like a little to-do list. I thought I had black ones of these. Whatever happened to them? I'll have to re-download this pack. Oh, here they are. I don't know why they're on a totally different page. That seems a little weird, but they don't really go anyway, so it's okay. I want something that says to-do list. Creepy tasks works for me. The only thing that doesn't work now is this. Like, I love the idea of it, but I feel like it might be in the way. Maybe if I move it like this. Monday the 27th. Okay, no, I think that works. I like the Hey Pumpkin. Let's move it down just a little bit. Or did we like it in the top there? Okay. Yes. So what I'm learning about myself is I am actually more so a landscape planner, because you see how, like, compared to the other one, oops, that's not at all what I meant to do. Compared to the other one, that is so much easier for me. Very interesting, right? Super interesting. Okay, well, I think we're at about 40 minutes. So I'm going to actually stop for now. I know we only got 2 done, but I promise, because I'm loving doing this so much, I'm going to come back probably tomorrow, not talk as much, and work just a little faster. But today, this is what we made. We made this weekly for October, and then we made this daily for next week. Maybe I'll do another daily for next week as well, and then maybe start making some November stuff. I'm not 100% sure, but this is fun. This is a really cool way to teach. I hope you grabbed something from it. I hope that you found some value in it. And yeah, I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys. Have a wonderful evening.